Hey woo, it's your boy Obsidian Raccoon here, and this is top 11 raccoon facts. There's many of them, but these are my favorite ones, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Yes, there's a script, because I can't remember all this, but it's not exactly word for word. Fact number 1. Raccoons are named for their unique hands. The word raccoon comes from the Powhatan word Raccoon, or animal that scratches with its hands. Fact number 2. There are 6 different raccoon species, north and south. There are 6 different raccoon species that inhabit North and South America. The others more farther south on islands, but here are the main 3. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. It's hard to read in this mask. The Procyon pygmaeus, here's a picture, or the Cozumel raccoon. They live on Cozumel Island off the coast of Mexico and the Yucatan Peninsula. They are highly endangered species, so if you ever see one of these Cozumel raccoons in your yard, please don't kill it. The second species is the Procyon crancrivorius, something like that. The crab-eating raccoon. This is a misleading name, as the rest of the other raccoon cousins. This one is also an omnivore. It's just called the crab-eating raccoon for some reason. I guess it likes seafood a lot. I'm not really sure. They look similar to the raccoon relatives, but they don't have as thick fur. They inhabit Costa Rica and most of South America, but not the United States. The third species is Procyon lotor, yours truly. Here's a photo of several different raccoons. There's more than 3 species that I named, but I'm only naming 3 today. Anyway, the meaning of the scientific name is mostly obscure. Pro is Greek for before, and Scion means dog. I suppose ancient Greeks thought raccoons resembled primitive dogs. The species name makes more sense though. Lotor is Latin for washer. The species lives in most of the United States, except a few states, like Utah, Nevada, and Arizona. They also inhabit Germany, Russia, and Japan, and because of this, they are known as the common raccoon. They are widespread throughout the world. Yours truly is a Procyon lotor raccoon. Here's a picture of them. Look how beautiful and cute they are. And if you notice, they have white paws. And that's where the design for my persona comes from. Fact number 3. Our masks aren't just for show. The black fur across the raccoon's eyes have caused people to see them as thieves, tricksters, monsters. It just generally gives raccoons a bad name. But in fact, the real reason raccoons have black mask is that it helps them see clearly. Much like athletes that wear black sticker mask under their eyes, it helps raccoons in just the same. It helps the dark color of the raccoon's mask absorbs incoming light, reducing glare. At night, less peripheral light makes it easier for raccoons to perceive contrast in objects. In other words, the raccoon's black mask absorbs incoming light and helps them see, and at nighttime it illuminates things and allows them to see objects better. And I was going to write this fact down, but I'm just going to say it anyways as a part of fact 3. Raccoons are dexterous. They have opposable hands, much like a human, and are very good at grabbing things. In almost a sense, they use their hands to see things. Fact number 4. A raccoon lived in the White House. Yeah, we rolling presidential money. Rebecca the raccoon, look how beat she is, beside President Coolidge's wife. Or Coolidge's, I mean. Anyways, Rebecca the raccoon lived with Calvin Coolidge most of his presidency. Raccoons were a common sight at the time as being a part of the dinner table. Thank God they don't eat us that much anymore. But once President Calvin Coolidge met the raccoon he was supposed to eat, he decided to keep her as a pet because of how adorable she is. She even received an engraved collar on Christmas. See, raccoons make good pets, so please stop killing them. Fact number 5. Populations have skyrocketed the past decades, despite destruction of their habitat. Rural, urban, and suburban and forest areas they have managed to live in, because they are very adaptable. Raccoons are the most adaptable species on the planet, the most adaptable animal on the planet. You throw a raccoon in the desert, he's going to live. You throw a raccoon in Siberia, he's going to live. Raccoons typically eat birds, insects, fruits, nuts, and seeds in the forest, while in the cities they will scavenge trash and or pet food. Fact number 6. Raccoons fact number 6. We almost had lab raccoons instead of lab rats. Now that's a really weird one to me, but it makes sense. In the 20th century, raccoons were the go-to model for experiments, being that they are so intelligent and creative. Scientists thought it meant they'd prove an obvious choice for comparative psychological studies, like they'd give a raccoon a set of problems and see if they could test it, and then give the same problem to a human and compare the outcomes, basically. That's not entirely accurate, that's just my take on it. But raccoons didn't stick around in the science labs for long. They were too hard to breed and too hard to maintain, and they often escaped their cages, pickpocketed scientists, and when they escaped the cages, And they would hide in air vents and all throughout the science lab, causing chaos. So that's a warning. Don't try to do experiment on us. 'Cause we are beautiful pet creatures. We're beautiful animals, and they don't deserve that. Not even rats deserve it. But I suppose human experiments isn't exactly possible either, so guess we gotta advance our technology somehow. Still sad. Fact number 7. Raccoons can make a large array of sounds. In fact, studies have determined a raccoon can make over 51 different sounds. They hiss, purr, and growl when fighting for food. Younger raccoons have been observed chirping and squealing. Now I'm going to make a couple of those sounds for you. And I'm going to start with a hiss. Stay away from my trash. Stay away. A chirp. Or a purr. This raccoon can't purr, but he tried. So I'm going to make different sounds. Also, raccoons with rabies have been observed screeching loudly like some kind of zombie. Now that's scary. I wouldn't want to see something like that. I'd be running out of there. Fact number 8. Raccoons are fast. Raccoons are scavengers, therefore always on the run for food. Raccoons can run up to speeds of 50 miles per hour while running or climbing a tree. Raccoons can also fall 35 to 40 feet out of a tree and be completely unharmed. Raccoons are also good at swimming. Now watch me run. See? Raccoons are fast. Here's an interesting thing I didn't know till today. Fact number 9. Raccoons don't have life partners. Unlike wolves, beavers, and other animals, male raccoons often have more than one partner. A male raccoon will attempt to mate with several females each mating season, while female raccoons typically only have one partner. Male raccoons also don't help take care of the babies, and they leave that responsibility to the female. I just want to be clear, this raccoon isn't like that. Fact number 9. Wait. Wrong one. I already said fact 9. My bad. This is fact number 10. Raccoons don't hibernate. However, they can build up fat during spring and summertime, so they can sleep in dens for weeks at a time during low temperatures. Their bodies can consist of up to 50% body fat during the winter, but they're often observed going out and getting some food if the temperatures have risen enough for them to come out. But since it's winter, and it's cold as fuck, most of the time they're gonna stay inside asleep. Also, a huge percentage of the fat is stored in their tails, and they can wrap themselves up in it like a blanket. Fact number 11, the last one. A raccoon's lifespan. Raccoon's lifespans depends on whether or not it is a wild raccoon or a captive raccoon. A wild raccoon can live up to 2 to 3 years, while a pet raccoon can reach up to 20 years of age. Wait a minute. I'm 22 years old. I'm the oldest raccoon ever. Just kidding. I'm not dead yet. Anyways, it was the top 11 raccoon facts. Please like and subscribe, share the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I'm going to talk about the items on this table here. This is Rocket Raccoon, a picture of him I colored. My favorite Rocket Raccoon costume is this one. It's very lewd, as you can tell. This here is my persona, the first ever drawing of it, and it's based off of an airsoft uniform that I wore. My friend at Eyelashley draws and makes fursuits. She made this one for me, including the paws and this picture. This is a Rocket Raccoon figurine. I love it. This is probably the longest running raccoon object I've ever had. I've had this since I was 15 and went to Myrtle Beach. Look how cute it is. I got this from my friend, Hank and Brianna Bailey. Friends, I mean. Came with some stuffed raccoon and they gave me this. This here, free Obsidian, was made by @Casablast. Please follow him or her, I mean. Like their art, commission them for art. They're a wonderful artist. I won this in a competition. I love it. Thank you again, Casablast. And thank you to everyone who watched this video and enjoyed it. Like it, please. Or if you dislike it, I still love you. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Now I'm gonna do a little dance.